against a composition like RSG Malaysia's right now, they do have the Lapu Lapu that is able to just maybe halt the advance and actually make sure that the engage is, you know, not as ideal. And he can even counter-engage if they actually mess up.
Yeah, basically Lapu Lapu is there to close the gap between Bigetron as well as RSG. Because RSG, the first three heroes are range even with this Brody right here. But yeah, Lapu Lapu is just basically to close the gap, to sustain fights in the front line as a frontliner. But yeah, this is your full draft for match number 1, guys. RSG Malaysia taking on Bigetron. Any thoughts on the composition here, Momo-chan?
I really like RSG Malaysia, to be honest, because I love that second damage delivery coming from RSG, which is Harriet. Yeah. And I really like the last pick they coming from RSG as well. They know that actually they need that Brody as a physical damage. So I will go for RSG for the first game.
What about you, Mr. Analyst Arashi?
I think I'm going with Bigetron for this one. I really think they have a solid game plan, but do I elaborate now or do we...
No, I think just a short one. But yeah, of course, 1 for 1. Personally, I like Bigetron's draft more, but more on that later, guys, as we take game number 1 between Bigetron and RSG Malaysia.
Yep, let's go. Who's gonna be the first team that will take the first point here? But if you talk about the composition here of Albert, Bigetron Alpha, maybe they have the early composition with this Matilda, but the problem is not gonna be a little bit easy for them because RSG, they also have that potential with this Ravella and also maybe the slow effect coming from this Estes.
Yeah, exactly. We can see the pressure here. I mean, Zakas already gets quite low. Of course, with Estes and Rafaela, they don't need to recall, but yeah, again, with Popol and Koopa and as well as Matilda, it will give huge amount of pressure in the early game, giving space towards this Claude and as well as Kagura, perhaps.
I mean, we were talking earlier about Bigetron having the better early game composition, and I think they're going to put it to full use in this situation. Yeah. But once they get into the late game, I really think that they have the potential to, since they have Claude, they have the potential to just dive into the backline, and if they do it properly, they might, you know, Rafaela and SS might not get the chance to even sustain through his team, depending on how well the engage is done.
Yeah, that's the thing though, right? I mean, with the side of RSG, they like to kite with this composition with Rafaela, with as well as Estes. They just like to kite. They just give pressure and then go back and then give more pressure. But because from the side of Bigetron, it's more divey type hero with Claude, with Matilda, with as well as Glue. They just want to take on the hard punch fight. Yeah, we will see here right now, Momo-chan.
Yeah, look at the RSG. They also keep giving a pressure because they realize this Claude cannot be fat and cannot having a good time as well to just scale his item. So RSG, they have to maybe really work on their rotation right now.
Exactly, but we can see some sort of an engage. But then again, Lexia is always covered by this Estes and Rafaela. Izanami's Zakus is always there. Repo trying to find something leaving his lane. But of course, RSG is still basically too clumped up right now.
But now Bigetron Alpha, they are looking for their objective, their first objective, which is turtle.
Yeah, this is a risk because Claude usually gives the turtle up. But right now, Bigetron have some sort of initiative towards this turtle. See RSG, they now basically
trying to contest the turtle right now, but turtle is already being secured by Bigetron Alpha, and there will be some engage. They coming from Bigetron Alpha as well. Zakus look pretty low, but Izanami still able to just heal it up, but it's not gonna enough from RSG.
Kaiser trying to take on Dreams, but he has to go down. The pressure from the 3-man Bigetron is too huge, and it's basically 1 for 1, 2 for none. Sorry.
I think in these early game fights, the defense in crowd control just shows very well because Bigetron has so many tools to even start the fight, get catches, and punish mistakes from RSG Malaysia. Whereas on their side of the team, Zakus is not on a playmaking hero that he is known for, and so they really are short on options on how to engage fights.
Shaman Force Assassin pops right here. Mats is in a tight position. Will he survive this? No, it is going to be a point for the side of RSG.
Yep, it's difficult for Matt to just stay with the 2 members coming from RSG in the top lane. Meanwhile, Rainbow still having a good time to just, you know, scale his item, get his level up. And Bigetron Alpha, now they look pretty dominating in the early, guys.
Exactly. I mean, this Claude the situation, the condition for him is just to farm basically in the first 8 minutes or so. Right now, we can see Matilda trying to give pressure towards Lexia. Zakus immediately covers Lexia, now I think with 3-man they want to fight here.
Yep, Izanami also ready to back up their teammate here. Zaman Force being popped up towards Key, but I think Bigetron Alpha, they don't want to take a risk. They just straight away back, maybe fall back.
Exactly. I mean, there are 4 members from RSG in the top side. Meanwhile, right now, only 3 members from Bigetron. Right now, they're looking for the turret. But there's no opening right now. Oleg, Shia, stuns Dreams, and the damage is there. Matilda is certainly... Oh, Zakas actually went down here from the turret. Right now, Bats is the target, but he has to go down in the hands of Lexia.
Yep. Meanwhile, Bigetron Alpha, this Rainbow, he will just do the same thing as well in the bottom lane, trying to find maybe another threat for his team.
And actually, that was beneficial for Bigetron because while all that was going on, Rainbow was just farming in the bot side, and he gets like full individual turret gold, and he has all of that for himself. Meanwhile, RSG Malaysia has that split among them, so he actually comes out on top here since he is the win condition.
Yep, but still staying with the 3 members from RSG Malaysia. They want to take this turret's objective in the top lane here. Dreams comes with the circling eagle, and look at that Key with the Python Koopa. Is Izanami gonna be the first target? No, he's still able to survive. Meanwhile, Lexia gonna be the chance target for Bigetron Alpha. They took down 1 member from RSG and even survived that in the turret in the top lane.
A slight miscoordination right now. Dreams still wants more. Izanami and Lowheels is getting pressured, but Bigetron, they know better. They just want to take the turret and disengage.
It's so strong, guys.
So strong. And slight miscommunication there. I think Izanami and Lexia being the front line was a mistake from the side of RSG. But there is basically nothing that they can do right there.
Yep, going into the mid lane right now, Bigetron Alpha already start their rotation.
Yeah.
They know that they already secure 1 turret in the top lane. It will make them easier to just, maybe trying to dive into the jungle of RSG Malaysia.
Yeah, basically controlling the map even more, gaining more space. But right now we can see Repo heading towards Lexia. Lexia gets stunned and with that Aegis, but he cannot do anything.
Looks so strong. Look at that with the heal at the backline here. Now Bigetron Alpha, they have to find a way, but look at that. It's gonna be Simon first pop up by Lolius. Repo use that split to push all of the members from RSG Malaysia away. But look at that. I will hug you, Izanami. Where are you going? I will just pull you back with the slam and the push. They're coming from this blue.
Repo is basically everywhere, initiating the kill towards Lexia and as well as Izanami. And right now RSG, they are so behind in objectives and as well as kill points.
This Repo slowly but sure become a key player for Bigetron Alpha.
Huge impacts, like I earlier said. But right now Lexia get them immobilized here by them Koopa, but still survives. Zakas is there and Izanami is there to cover them. But right now Bigetron looks to target another objective in this turtle.
Yep, even they don't need Rainbow to join the team fight. They just, maybe waiting for all the RSG. Look at that. And Repo again and again comes in with a split here, trying to hold Sakus and pull him back away just to give 1 point, another point for Bigetron Alpha. And even look at that. Bigetron Alpha, they secure their turtle without any contest that RSG Malaysia can do.
Exactly, almost 4K in gold. But right now we can see Lolios is in a tough spot and he has to go down. But right now Lexia is getting pressured by Repo.
Rainbow comes in with a blessing duet into the back line, but RSG Malaysia, they cannot do much here. They have to fall back. Meanwhile, Izanami tries so hard to cover all of the members from RSG with his healing.
Yeah, right now Bigetron looking for this mid turret. I'm sure they will get this down. And another objective right now, RSG, they can't gain the space. They are basically so behind on objective, turrets, and as well as gold here.
They even bait Lexia to use that torn apart memory.
Exactly, and what a play. And Arashi, any thoughts on this current situation?
I think it's win rate percentage from Bigetron and RSG Malaysia here.
But hold on.
Look at that, the damage coming from Dreams and the friends in the bottom lane just now, guys. Key needs to run away. The guiding winds from Dreams help him a lot.
I was about to say that it seems like RSG Malaysia is a bit confused on what kind of game plan they want to do because they do have a very good late game composition we mentioned earlier with the 2 supports as well. But they seem to be trying to actually get fights and actually contest objectives, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea because I get that there's a pressure from Rainbow actually farming and scaling into the late game as well. But as overall, their composition just isn't as aggressive.
Yeah, we can see Repo already harassing Zakas, and of course, with that split, Zakas is the next target. He has to go down. Meanwhile, in the backside, Lexia gets caught with Popol and Koopa and Circling Eagle. Will he go down here? Izanami is still there, healing Lexia.
Repo comes in again with the split, trying to hug someone there, and he pulled him back. Lexia and Kaiser were down. Oh my God, Lolios now try so hard to defend their base. RSG Malaysia. Okay, they came with a good composition in the early. Okay, they have this Ravile and also Estes, but the problem, they are too squeezy.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at the item, guys. I mean, Rainbow is securing his DHS and as well as Golden Staff. We can see right now RSG is struggling to even defend this tier 2 turret, but right now Bigetron gaining more space, more control of this game, and right now the Lord will be the target from the side of Bigetron.
Look at that, RSG Malaysia, they cannot find an answer how to even lock down Rainbow in the backline right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and right now from the side of RSG, they are just basically playing passive. They know they need to turn things around. So Arashi, what are the winning conditions right here, right now for RSG?
I think RSG needs to be able to kite back and actually use the two supports they have to actually out-sustain the damage coming from Bigetron. But it's difficult because Bigetron just keeps getting picks. We see Repo keeps taking the Rafaela or the Estes all the way back to his team and get them basically picked off for free. And so they need to try and prevent that and maybe engage a fight of their own later on in the game once they have more items with the Lapu Lapu, because the Lapu Lapu can withstand more impact and obviously can stay alive for much longer with the two supports healing him up.
Yep, I'm expecting the RSG Malaysia, they will play aggressive and trying to not let Rainbow farm. But it didn't happen in our first game right now. RSG Malaysia, now they are being forced to defend their base as the Lord is marching down in the mid lane, Albert.
Yeah, this is the not enhanced Lord, but we will see, will RSG...
And the combo coming from Dreams with the circling eagle. Meanwhile, Repo still staying in the front line for Bigetron Alpha. Two members are down from RSG Malaysia. Repo comes in with his split still, but Rainbow needs to go back with the battle mirror image. Meanwhile, Lord is going to focus. Bigetron Alpha now they want to take the game number 1. Looking another inhibitor turret in the top lane as the priority.
You're absolutely right. Now we can see Bigetron trying to play objective, taking 3 inhibitors with an unenhanced Lord, and right now RSG is struggling to defend right here, right now. But we can see 5 men still pressuring this base. Minions are still coming. RSG managed to defend for now, but right now...
Oh, that's really a good Sunday coming from Koopa. Zakus and friends trying to defend their base right now. Repo need to run away with the split. Bigetron Alpha, they lose Dream. They lose 1 member. They don't want to force the team fight. They just reset it again and again.
Okay, quite a discipline there. Almost a blunder from the side of Bigetron, but they managed to basically retreat. Okay, Dreams is down, but they are still ahead in gold. 10k I hear.
Yes. The item, Arashi, look at that. That's Kagura. He already has that Block of Destiny and the combo with the Lightning Truncheon.
Yes.
Definitely doing huge amounts of damage in the team fight. Once RSG Malaysia tries to clump up and try and protect their more vulnerable members, they just get bursted down immediately.
Let's take a look at the replay. We saw the good combo coming from Dreams.
Right.
And also that Yin Yang overturn.
Look at that Yin Yang overturn. Wow, gets 2 or 3, and Lexia is just too vulnerable right there. He just immediately went down. But right now, Bigetron, they're targeting Zakus for some reason, right? Circling Ultra, Zakus stunned, but he still manages to survive right here. And we can see RSG trying to take the fight, but Bigetron, will they commit to this? I mean, Kaiser is slow, but then again, Bigetron just wants to clear the minion wave.
Yeah, they have to wait for the super minion comes in as well because it's so hot. It's kind of difficult for Bigetron Alpha. RSG Malaysia, they still have the strong high ground. Look at the taunting they're coming from Rainbow with this cloud.
Well, I think that's confident right there, but of course Bigetron still needs to be careful. I mean, RSG still have their chances to turn this game around.
I mean, this game is never over till it's really over. We saw how Evos Legends actually
but Kaiser gets bursted down with Mats, and he just basically vanished from the Land of Dawn. But right now, Bigetron, they know when RSG makes a mistake, and they just immediately punished it.
Yeah, RSG mentioned the massive damage coming from this Kagura. With Yin Yang overturn, even solo kill into Kaiser.
Yeah, I mean, RSG with 4 members though. Bigetron trying to probably take the advantage with 5, but right now we can see an engage from that Koopa, but of course it's just only for chunking down that health.
Yep,
it's just going to be a bit more difficult for RSG Malaysia now because Rainbow has picked up a Sea Halberd and now that healing is going to get cut down. And even if Lolios here gets the concentrated energy, he's going to have reduced benefits from that just because of the itemization coming from Rainbow.
But yeah, we can see the discipline from Bigetron. Even though they were a man up, but they still just, zone out people. But right now, Repo is the next target. Could he survive? Okay, with that split plus that flicker, he knows that he is untouchable. But but right now Bigetron is looking towards that second Lord, that enhanced Lord, my guy.
Yep, and I don't think RSG Malaysia, they can take any risk to just contest that Lord.
Yeah, personally so. But right now, Dreams
comes with the
so
circling eagle, and
aggressive.
even now, look at that rainbow into the backline with his blessing duet, trying to give a poke damage to Izanami and friends. But look at that Bigetron Alpha. Now they shut down Zekus. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy for RSG Malaysia because it's gonna be 4 versus 6 team fight with Lord is going into the mid lane and trying to maybe finish the base of RSG Malaysia.
You're absolutely right. And right now, Bigetron, will they end this game being a man up? I mean, Zactus is still 10 seconds away, though. I mean, he could defend 5v5, but right now, mid turret, mid base. Lord, can they survive this?
Yep, Repo is looking into the base, but look at that. Lolis and friends try so hard to defend their base. They took down one member, he's down, but Repo is still able to run away with that. Lolis, look at the Union opener coming from Matt, and it's gonna be the game for Bigetron Alpha, the game number 1. Good game, well played.
Yeah, well, what a play from Bigetron. At the end of the day there, RSG could not withstand that Lord pressure. The super minions are there, and basically they cannot clear Lord and minions on time.
Yep, the Union over